Welcome. This is the Smartest Dumb People, and I am the host, Anthony That Dude Johnson, and we back like cook crack. I got my man, LV the Great, and Mr. Shabazz himself. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a long 6 days away from the Smartest Dumb People. But before we start, I got to give it an alert. This is a big deal. Smartest Dumb People is officially a small business. We working our way up. Shout out to the Smartest Dumb People. We are officially a small black business, black owned, and we trying to get this paper. But we got a lot to talk about. We gonna get it in. I hope the young lady that made the post is actually in the comments or at least watching the show.
Now.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The young lady that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, she made a post. And her post said, Brandy, shout out to Brandy. Whenever you come back to the O, we're going to have big shots. Kick it heavy.
Rendell.
Hey, shout out to Rendell.
Okay.
Again, people that's just joining, we just celebrated.
Leandra.
This is our first show.
Okay.
This is our first show to where the Smartest Dumb People. Make sure y'all like and share, by the way. But this is our first show to where the Smartest Dumb People. We've always been in the works trying to make the small business happen, but we are officially a small business, and this is a collective effort by the team. The Smartest Dumb People is officially a small black-owned business.
I drink enough for both of us. Don't worry about it, Brandon.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, B.
Don't worry about it, Brandon.
So look, we got a lot to talk about. We wanted people to get a chance to get in here. I feel like they in here. We're about to go in. So what happened was Mr. Shabazz. So when y'all see that little screen, this screen right here, this is for Mr. Shabazz. We give him a chance to get as many of his friends in here as possible. I jump right on it. But basically, we're going to jump into the topic. So basically, her name is Megan. Her real name is Megan. But anyway, Megan made a post, and she made a post saying that women are too loud and don't know how to keep secrets and stay to themselves. They are being too masculine. This is LV's this is his topic. Yeah. And I knew he was going to eat it up, and I knew he couldn't wait to vibe out to it. So I always try to throw him.
Read the post though.
I can't because I'm in the chat as well.
Okay. You can't get to it?
It's just said that women are too loud and masculine.
It's in the crew chat.
Is it?
Yeah.
So one of us going to have to leave the party to see it.
All right, well, hold on. All right, well, go ahead.
Okay. So let me read it off. So I ain't got. I'm gonna read off the comment or the post that was made, and we'll have the discussion. So she said these videos with females talking loud and masculine, like giving advice. Women are meant to stay silent, and we're reminded constantly why that is biblical. I don't even understand how anyone can listen to them speak. Yuck. All right. So I'll go first, and like I said, I'll go first because LV the Great is probably gonna talk for 30 minutes straight. That's just when you get a topic that he want to eat at, he eats at that shit and he don't let it go. So I'm gonna go first. So in my personal opinion, I've been saying for the last few shows we had that like times have changed, women have changed, and I love TV. He said this to me. When we originally started the show, we're living in a hyper-sexualized generation in society. Right. So I agree with him, but I also feel like a lot of these women, they are tailoring themselves or their personality behind these female rappers, and they're trying to live up to this image. And if anybody know me, everybody knows I don't like the City Girls, and I don't like Meg. I used to like Meg Thee Stallion. But now Meg Thee Stallion is starting to remind me of a true stud. She's not even like a woman anymore, and like seriously,
she might not be a woman for real.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I'm telling you, I'm so old school. And should I say a woman shouldn't speak?
Tamara?
Should I say a woman shouldn't speak? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying women shouldn't have a voice, but their voice right now, they need to tone it down a little bit. And what I mean by that is there's no need for the aggression. There's no need for this anger. They are angry like I'm starting to feel like the way women are in society today in 2021, they're angry like black man was when Minister Society dropped.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when Minister Society dropped.
We get shot out
we
here.
get shot here. Somebody, and it's like, what are y'all mad at? Oh, I understand. You can't find a man.
Right.
Meg Thee Stallion is not the fucking answer. If you want a man, listen to me, everybody in this chat. If you want a man, Meg Thee Stallion is not the answer. You need to
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Pack. LV.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, well, I'm not unpacking, but I'm going off what you saying. So, do a woman needs a man?
No, not at all. A woman don't
Okay,
need a man.
so when you have women that's out here that don't want or need a man, then what is their advice for them? Because it's the same way with men. You know what I'm saying? I got homeboys.
She in here. What's up?
I got
Megan.
homeboys.
Yolanda said, I know you didn't
this
say
is your
tone
topic.
down. Get your ass. All right.
Megan just stopped in here.
Yo,
man.
yo.
Give us a
Listen,
salute.
shout out to Meg.
Took this from
So,
you.
Meg.
so with Yolanda, I want to respond to Yolanda. When I said women need to tone it down, it's like it was always a thing with when you had a beautiful woman and she just stayed in her own little realm. Like she was spiritual, she believed in moving a certain way.
I thought you was about to say stay in her place.
No, stay in her little realm. Like,
I know, I
all right, I'll give you an example. Like, what's sexy? A lot of women don't know this. This is what's sexy. When my homeboys come over, she go in the room and she mind her business. She watch her Lifetime movie networks and fucking sip her wine and listen to her music. That's sexy. What's not sexy is in today's society, your woman want to be up in your friend's face and have a conversation. There's nothing to talk about. Listen, I don't want to talk to your women friends. When y'all, matter of fact, as a man, I hate your friends. I'm telling you right now. So when your women friends come over, I'm gonna say, hey Cheryl, how you doing? Hey Shirley, whatever, and go on my little corner and watch football. That's what I do. The problem is women y'all on the same pedestal as us. We need to understand this. We're on the same pedestal.
Right.
We're not saying you're not. But a man moves a certain way and a woman is supposed to. But we're held up to these standards on how we have to pay bills. We have to cut the grass. We have to take out the trash. We have to do all of these things. And y'all want our place in society to where it was cool to be a man. Like it was a masculine thing. Now they're wanting to be more masculine than us. And I understood what you said her name was? I can't pronounce that. Musette. What she said, Miss Love, Megan.
Yeah.
So I agree with her, and I love the post. And I was just like, I get what she's saying. And a lot of dudes ragged her and was talking shit in the post because they try to make it about equality or no, you tripping. And I'm like, that's not what I got from.
So the woman shouldn't have a voice.
No, a woman should have a voice. Like I said, the voice is when my friends come over. Hey, how you doing, Tori? Hey, Lena, how you doing? How the kids? And then her voice goes away. That's what I'm gonna do to her friends.
No, right. No, respect.
But the problem is, Meg Thee Stallion made it cool to just talk, and like even with the Tory Lanez situation, you got shot in the foot, right? You got shot in the foot, but you're dating one of the most vicious rappers that talk about gang violence and all of the shit, and then when he shoots you in the foot, you mad because we don't understand he shot you in the foot? No, he fucking rapped about it. You are the company you keep. All I'm saying is.
I think it's a lot more to that story.
Tell me.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but
I heard that he was dating, not to get off the subject.
Her homegirl. Her homegirl.
He was trying to knock her homegirl.
He was the one that tried to shoot her.
All right,
he knocked the gun down and hit her in the foot.
He was flirting with.
That's what I heard.
I gotta say what Megan said because we gotta keep her in there. She said broken families help the government. Everything has been systematically designed to break up families. Men, women are designed for each other. Yes, women are to remain silent.
Hold on, time out.
It's a sensitive world. Can I say this before we go any further? Because you've been
talking a lot.
I know, but it's because hey, we small business now. You want to see that tax ID?
My name ain't on the motherfucker.
Hey, listen. So I want to say this.
My name ain't on the motherfucker.
You own it. You own it. You a sole proprietor. Anyway, listen. I want to say this about Meg. So, Meg, we're living in a society to where the world is so sensitive. I just watched the video of T.I. being criticized by what's the people that has the skin that has like the white circles.
The Vertilago.
Vertilago.
Because he did a movie called Cutthroat City, and he had his face like he had Vertilago.
Yeah, but listen, that's the society we live in. So when a man when a woman says women's supposed to be silent, in their head, these women, I know all of these women because I got a lot of strong black women, a lot of strong women in these chats with us. I guarantee you, they're looking at that and they immediately jump to conclusions.
Of course.
But even with the T.I. acting with Video Lago, he's an actor.
Man, look. Vitiligo, man. Vitiligo. Y'all
Hey, look, Michael Jackson, the shit that Michael Jackson had that turned him into a white woman. I don't know. Whatever turned Michael Jackson into a white woman.
The world.
Go ahead.
The world.
Go ahead. Hold on, dog. Hold on, Brian.
Listen, I'm saying that we live in a society to where everybody's sensitive now. And we have to
That's
understand.
the problem with damn near all of us.
Like, even this topic is sensitive as fuck.
Every topic we say is sensitive. That's the problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Shouts out to my daughter. My daughter in here.
Right,
Shouts out,
baby girl.
Shouts out.
Salute.
Yeah.
What y'all want to talk? Who want to go?
Go ahead.
With it, man.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead, TV.
It's real simple. We just said it. Everybody's sensitive. Somebody think. I understood exactly what Megan was talking about earlier when she said remain silent, because she's not a real silent person. So the first dude that came onto her thing, he was like, you don't even come off like that. Yeah, she's going to get her opinion off. She's just saying when it comes to the household, she's going to be very respectful. I don't think that she meant that she said she just ain't going to run around and say shit and let her man just run the household. I did not get that from it. And, you know, we all express ourselves in certain ways, and we hear certain words like silent, and we run with it. But that I don't think that's what she meant. That's definitely what I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a certain respect that can come from being in the household. You know, you have the man who was supposed to be 60% masculine, 40% feminine. You got the woman who's supposed to be 60% feminine, 40% masculine. You know what I mean? But now
say those numbers one more time.
60%. Or we can even go to 70-30.
Okay.
60-40.
Okay.
So a man in his nature is going to be 60% masculine, if not 80, if not 100 sometimes. But for the most of that balanced state, 60% masculine, and then you have the woman. Then you have him, because we all got femininity and women have masculinity. It's not just either or. So then you have 40% feminine for a man to have some understanding of the woman. But then when you have a woman, she's 60% feminine, 40% masculine, sometimes 70-30. Like I said, sometimes 80-20.
I would never be with a masculine woman. You have no listen. Masculine women, you have, and I know. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that handsome. I'm chubby. I don't got shit. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have a chance with me. You're better off dating another female. I don't want nothing to do with no masculine woman. I want a woman to love and take pride in.
Well, what's a masculine woman?
What's a masculine woman?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
He just said it. Boom.
Entertainer?
No, she's
someone that's
twerks.
I think she
a woman, but
twerks.
I think she's a man, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Go ahead.
She is providing the entertainment. How do you know that how she entertains carry over into her relationships? How do we know if she is submissive?
A man shot her.
Hold on. What's his name?
A man shot her.
Tory Lanez is a witness.
A man shot her.
Interviews. Yeah, she's masculine. She be tripping.
Dog, for a man to shoot a woman, like he had to pull a pistol out on a woman.
But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think that's what happened.
And so, do that make the man? Do that make the man demasculated because he's in a situation with a woman?
He definitely demasculated.
His response is to pull out a pistol.
He's
And she don't have a weapon?
Hold on. My great grandpa pulled out pistols on my great grandma. So there's a lot of shit that went on back in the day.
Now, did she have a knife?
It's tripping. Go ahead.
Was it a knife involved? Was it something involved to where it had to become weapons into
back in the day,
gunplay?
Let's get a couple. Let's get a couple comments in because people in here.
Yeah, they going.
Well, I wanted to see. I didn't get a chance.
You gonna keep going?
I didn't. Hold on, time.
Let him read.
I didn't get a chance to touch on what
Yolanda Reynolds
Megan said.
Keep that thought.
The first time.
Yolanda said, in relationships, people need to understand boundaries. Some people think being friends with each other means sharing space with each other. Each other's friends, and sometimes that don't work. I agree with Yolanda. I don't want my friends to be my woman's friend. I want my friends to respect my woman and my woman to respect my friends, and we keep it moving. Unless you're a woman. Now, women friends have all the rights to be friends with my woman. But I'm saying, like, I don't want LV to be friends with my woman. I don't want to. Like, I just wanted to, hey, how you doing, Miss Johnson?
Women can bring offenses and judgment down.
Right?
Well, we got another comment. Let's do another comment.
Yo, we can't respond to nothing. We can't respond to what Yolanda just said.
The chat is popping.
So you gonna read it and then go on to the next comment?
We gotta get a couple of them.
Yeah, we can't. All right. So Kelly said stereotypical. In the textbook, society, women are penned as sensitive, reserved, and need to be seen and not heard.
All right, next comment.
We'll go back to Meg because she started this whole. She sparked this whole conversation.
Yeah.
She said, often times women / wives can bring offense or judgment down to ruin how other successful men viewed by their choice their wives. If she says something that doesn't enlighten Western civilization.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
That sounds like some Proud Boys shit.
I know because it's jumping up
on me. Yeah.
Oftentimes,
it's too much. It's popping.
Oftentimes, a woman wife can bring offense or judgments down and ruin how other successful men view by who they choose their wife if they says something that is unintelligent. Western civilization has made celebrities too much on a pedestal when they're used to hurt us. They're used, not used, used to hurt us. So what she's saying is what I was saying about Hollywood last week. They're portraying us in a way where it's hurting the family.
Meg always has some good ass deep points. Like always. I ain't gonna lie, I give her credit on this. She dope. Like some people get it. She gets how they're trying to change the narrative on families, especially black families,
right?
Because she has mixed children,
right?
So she gets a lot of it. Shout out to Meg, man. You dope.
And LV, unpack. I know you've been waiting. Unpack. Let it go. You didn't forget your place.
I don't even know. Listen, I don't even know where to begin. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Next comment.
If he's talking,
listen, man. Next comment, man. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Ebony said, but I do feel that reference of using the biblical word of God as a way of. Hold on. Let me get this. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. The chat is jumping. I wish you know how to slow this thing down. But I do feel the reference of using the biblical word of God as a way to define all women without speaking on the misused words of said biblical word by man in order to suit personal narratives is what creates the confusion concerning the discernment of a woman in respect. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't agree.
That's Ebony.
I've been using this as ammo and fuel forever, that biblical scripture that says that women should be silent, because I'm knowing that the Bible came from a place of when everything went into patriarchy, which means man's rule. So I get it. At the same time, I don't think that's where Megan was coming from or Miss Mizette Love on the book. She explained where she was coming from. I see her post every day. She's very outspoken.
Very.
I think she's just being respectful of the family. I think for the fact that we just looking at the fact that the title says, should women be silent, that says enough in itself. As soon as we hear silent, we think basically somebody telling y'all to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's not the case at all.
And I don't think that's the case at all. And I think we all have opinions. We need to be respectful of each other's opinions. I don't think that we need to look at each other and judge each other on whether it's just one side or another. I definitely don't think women should just be silent. I grew up in a single parent household. My grandma, she got married probably 3 times. Nigga get out of line, he out of there. You know what I mean? So I've been around strong women. So there's no way I could think anything like that.
Yeah.
But I
My mama's
also
strong as fuck.
understand that there's a chemistry that has to go on in the household. You know
No,
what I mean?
and I gotta say this, as LV sits in silence, which is this might be the best show ever. LV sitting in silence, but I have to say this. What I realize is that women think being submissive to a man is taken away from who they are. But I'm telling you, the sexiest thing in a woman is being submissive, and what that means is, I know my woman runs my house. I'm telling you now. My woman runs the house. But what makes the difference is, we had this conversation with my sisters last week. She allows me to pretend like I do. And that means a lot to me.
There
And that's
you go.
all. Being submissive,
There you
submissive
go.
is just saying,
There you go.
what do you want to eat tonight? I might say, I want some hamburgers. She'll
What's
fuck around
up,
and
Mark? What's up, Randall?
She'll fuck around and make hamburger helper.
Right.
She
Yeah,
knew
ain't
right
no
away.
wrong with hamburger guy that I ate meat.
Well, I'm saying
Shit.
anything that's involving ground beef, I might say I would. But I'm saying
I'm in,
like
huh?
that's all it takes to be submissive. Just allow the man to think he's running something. Corporations do it all the time. They think the customer's always right. Every fucking restaurant I go into, they got rid of that now. That don't even exist no more. But I'm just saying that's what the culture of being submissive is.
I mean, just put it like this. If everything is a formula, that's like when you in school and A equals B plus C in algebra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the formula, the most successful formula that I have seen in relationships and families is, let me get my words right. I don't want to say nothing wrong, because I know there's a lot of aggressive women in here ready to tear a nigga to shreds.
Yeah, they looking for an opportunity anyway.
When a woman is able to stroke her man's ego. Now, not a man that has a ego that's all the way out of line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just a person that you got with, because we talked about this relationship, so you shouldn't be with nobody that's out of line any goddamn way. You know what I mean? You should have picked you a good mate. If you got a good mate, if a woman strokes her man's ego the way it needs to be stroked, and the sky is, this man he will die for you. He will die.
Hey, I'm gonna die for you anyway.
I'm just saying
Without the
though.
stroke of the ego.
Yeah, but I'm just
so
saying.
that's what gives you. Listen.
I mean,
if a burglar breaks in my home, relationship wise, if a burglar breaks in my home,
right,
I'm the first line of defense.
Right.
That alone, I deserve the big piece of chicken. You understand? And people think, I want the big piece. Listen, I'm like LB came up with this analysis, and I love it. The term bulldogs. I don't want to fuck with no bulldog. I don't want to fuck with no bulldog. If you gonna control everything, and I'm just here with some dick in my hand and some money in the other that's paying rent, I don't want you. I want to have say so. I want to have input. I want to feel like I'm a part of this family more than just a paycheck and you feed me. That's stupid.
Janice said, submission comes naturally. You don't have to ask for it. And that's what we saying. See, a lot of times, here we go with this too. Like, I think a lot of this, y'all know me, I like to go to the front door of the problem. So a lot of this happens from us just picking the wrong mates that you don't respect in the first damn place. You know what I mean? So
we need LV opinion, because LV
sitting back just watching the show like
LV always ask us to get to the comments. We get to the comments.
He might as well jump in the chat.
He's offended. He's like,
he might as well jump in the chat.
LV and start talking to
I don't know what.
Read the comments.
I don't know.
There's a problem.
I don't know what nobody's talking about. I don't.
You not reading
I don't
the comments?
understand.
All right, I'll read off Heather's comment.
About.
Heather said, I got to read off Heather's comment because it kind of struck me. She said, I can rebuild an engine on a car, do my own flooring and plumbing and painting and the cooking and the cleaning, laundry, take care of the kids. Does that make me masculine? Well,
no,
it doesn't make you masculine.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, go ahead, LV.
Well, hold on, time out.
Answer the question.
What that makes you is you're doing something that you're supposed to do. You don't get a reward for doing an activity. There is, so if you can change your engine on a car, great. Come change mine. That don't mean that. That don't mean that, okay, I can do this, so I don't need no man.
Yes.
Come on, man, stop that.
Tell him, LV.
Stop that.
Tell him, LV.
And so, because you're doing things that a human being, you have a brain.
Yes.
You're supposed to be able to do those things.
And you doing it.
You think
G-Lo, what
just
up?
like how any human being mind thinks. And so, if me cooking, do it make me feminine?
No.
Do it make me a woman because I know how to cook and clean?
I agree.
And so, do it make me not need a woman?
No.
Because I know how to cook and clean.
Everybody knows.
So when these women
No.
present these narratives as I can do everything that a man can do, so I don't need no man, I can too. I know how to mop a floor,
Pay a bill.
cook, put some shit on the stove. Do that mean that I don't need a woman?
I agree.
And so when women start creating these narratives that's just not real, you know what I'm saying? If you create a bill, you're supposed to pay that. You know what I'm saying? If you provide a roof for your head, you're supposed to pay that.
What
You're
up, buddy?
supposed to do all of these things that women want rewards for.
Say that again, LV.
They want to be rewarded for shit
What up,
that
Rio?
you're supposed to do. Who cares? You can drop an engine. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Hey, hold on.
I can't.
Let me get Niecy in. She said everyone should be able to take care of themselves regardless of having a man or a woman.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Shout out to sis Heather. Your
Hold
comment.
on. She
your
said
comment
women.
definitely struck
She
a
said
chord.
women are meant to cook and clean. Why would I want a husband to worry about matching socks? No. You shouldn't want a husband to worry about that. But those are minute things. A man cooking. That's not that hard.
It's not hard at
A
all.
man cleaning, running a vacuum cleaner, picking up some shit that's on the floor, that's not that hard. And so, if a man,
Shit, I do it.
I do it.
I love cooking and cleaning.
I don't see where we even.
You know what I'm saying? I do it.
Topics. I was learning that by
These women doing shit that they supposed to do. If you can
said
work
that,
on a
you said that
car,
for years. You've been saying that for years. True story.
if you can work on a car, so be it. You got individuals out here that will make it seem like they're doing a woman the hugest favor in the world by pumping their gas.
I take pride.
Now, what about the other responsibilities?
I take
Financial. What about the other responsibilities as far as coming together collectively to build something?
right.
So does that demasculate you to sit in the car while a woman's pumping the gas? I know TV.
It don't do shit.
TV ain't pump. TV
It
ain't
don't
letting
do
no
shit to
woman
me.
pump gas.
Now,
You ain't letting no woman pump gas, bro.
you got some women that want to. You got
9
some
times
women.
out of 10,
I don't
don't see.
see-
There's certain situations where it just can happen. You might look up like, oh shit.
a
I'm
jump
gonna
off,
do
yeah.
five.
A jump
But
off,
then
I'm
you
out.
9 times out of 10
You
it's
got
like,
some that same way women take pride in
But I ain't
not
gonna-
knowing their
I ain't gonna
directions.
act like I let my goddamn woman down because she had to pump
Yeah.
the gas. See,
You got-
ain't doing nothing but fucking sticking the goddamn gas in the nozzle. This man talking about fixing goddamn engines. So look, that's little shit.
That
You know
what
what I
she
mean?
said.
And that's also like what chivalry.
If
know what I mean?
chivalry is pumping
Don't get me
gas,
wrong.
what about the
We
harder
gotta
shit?
walk- if we gotta walk across a puddle, goddamn it, don't think my jacket about to come off and get my
She
motherfucking
said
shit all
helping
dirty.
is wondering
so
you
can walk
didn't
across that
finish my
motherfucker, you feel me?
statement in reasoning.
So it's
So,
certain things.
so
Who said that?
that was Mazetta Love.
Magic Blair, what up, man?
She
My
said-
guy
she
up
said,
in here.
help-
What up with you,
helping-
Momo?
She
What
said,
up
helping
with you,
is
sis?
wonderful. You didn't finish my statement and reasoning.
Well, hold on.
Who's that?
Because
That's
you
my
are
dad.
mentioning
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
you are mentioning examples that you say that you can do.
She said
that
cussing is an actual emotional abuse, LV, and I felt like that was questionable.
Cussing?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's a normal response. Everybody cuss. Fuck you talking about? You can go. You get up and say
no, I can't say that.
cussing.
Well, I'll say this here.
She
I
said
don't
it's a
have no
form of
problem
abuse.
cussing. I come from an environment where cussing ain't no problem,
Well-
but everybody doesn't come from that.
Yeah.
No type of vibrations might actually stir a person wrong.
Say that again, TV. Then what?
Vibrations.
Okay, I like when you talk like that.
You know, like,
No homo.
you know, don't mess up my vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
I
how
agree
it
with
is.
you. Yeah,
So
I like
if a motherfucker stub his toe and say, "Damn it,"
Look, you see, we ain't got no problem with that.
hold on, if a
We don't have no
motherfucker
problem
stub
with
his
the cussing
toe and say, "Damn it," is he
Look at
upset?
Hane. What's up, sis? Love
Is he
you.
emotional? No.
Hold on,
Let's
let me
read
write
over.
out-
Yeah, read over comment. TV.
A man and a woman should be able to do it all. Do all it takes to maintain their lives. The role should be defined by what the couple seems appropriate. Relationships
that?
aren't to help. Hold on. This is what Hane said. Relationships are to help each other with diminutive details. Let's focus on building a strong foundation, building wealth, and great health.
But
Salute, sis.
but to go
I
back
agree with
to
her.
the original point is that the woman remain in silence or a woman being verbal.
What do you think? Because we didn't even get to that, and this is for LV. Because we didn't even get LV's opinion on the original. Like we bounced around just a tad, but I want to get LV's opinion on this because he has dope opinions. So LV, on the situation where a woman should move in silence, do you believe a woman should be submissive? Please break down what do you think a woman should be.
Well, first of all, the word submissive, I'm not in agreement with that. You know what I'm saying? But then we're gonna touch on this. We're gonna touch on with the girl and the other.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's-
And leading
that's our
into
next.
this.
You're gonna
Leading
hear about
into
it in a
this.
second.
And so being loud don't make you strong. Being loud, that same way I tell my niggas, just because you talking loud, that don't make you right. You just talking loud.
It's loud, right?
You know what I'm saying? And so
Like
that,
hold on, time out. Like hold on, time out.
Like what? No, like
I'll
that.
just talk to you.
Just
I'll
because
fuck with that.
someone is talking loud, that don't mean that you correct. And so
I agree.
I feel like these days, when we use the word submissive and use the word silence, that is being misconstrued. I would listen to a woman.
So what's submissive?
I would submissive.
Yeah, I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I think we need to really look up the definition on that because I
mean, because
think it's like
I don't
a
want
dog and its owner.
Yeah, I don't want.
Like being
I don't
submissive. Look at that word like that.
Yolanda
You know,
said, "Match my energy."
I don't want that. I don't.
And also,
I don't
submissive
want.
go both ways in terms of a man and a woman. And,
I'm
and
definitely-
I don't want to
the way
fight.
that
I'm
it's
submissive.
administered. Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
I don't want to fight.
I think we
I'm
look at it
submissive.
one way.
I don't want
all
to
the
fight.
time.
I don't want some woman that's sitting up and get to talking about nigga this, nigga that, because I'm not going to address you like that. I'm not going to come at no woman and get to talking about bitch this, bitch that, bitch.
It's not your personality.
I'm not going to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that energy on the other end.
Right.
Yeah, I do fucked up shit. If I do something fucked up and you bring it to me and I play a game, I can understand that I'm playing the game. But all these motherfuckers, man, motherfuckers grabbing knives, motherfuckers grabbing skillets, motherfuckers sitting up talking about, nigga, I'm ready to rumble. Hold on. Hold on, I ain't ready for all that. I don't want all that. I can go out in the streets and get into a fist fight. I don't want all that. I don't want all that. I don't want all of that smoke. I don't want all that smoke.
Megan said, "Sex is the highest level of submission."
Now when you
I might
giving
need
it
you
to
elaborate
100
on that
different
because
men,
I can take that 100 different ways. So
oh yeah,
expand on
you're gonna
that.
have to expand on
No,
that.
I'm just saying.
You
I can look at
spelled
it.
a lot when you said that, though.
No, I'm not. I actually look at it as I think of what she's talking about, but I wanted to elaborate so I know exactly.
But
so
I'm being
I don't just run a certain
I'll
way.
be honest with you. Meg be saying some dope ass shit on Facebook.
Man, their posts is
Seriously,
She's
we might
bugging.
have to have her on the show.
Hold on, time
We
out.
might
She
have to have her on
bugging.
the
She
show.
bugging.
For real.
You 2
You
years.
sex is submission to what? Your lust?
She said the highest level of submission.
To your lust, to your flesh. It's not the
Talking
highest.
about in the family, bro. This is what she's been talking about the whole time is family.
No, but she's all about family. Though.
She all about family.
And
That's
she
how-
posted all the
everything.
time.
So that's why I said I didn't want to take it.
Okay,
left.
hold on.
This is why I
Okay,
told her to
okay,
elaborate. That's
okay.
exactly why I told her
All
to
right.
elaborate.
We
I
gon-
mean, because
Should we call? We can reach.
what
out to
about
her.
when the women use sex as a tool
Man,
of stalling you out? Is that aggression? And so, if you and a woman get into it, you have a
So
disagreement.
obviously, there's some. And you proving her point. Ain't no submission going there.
I don't listen.
Well,
if
Motherfucker,
sex ain't a form of submission, I think it is.
listen, motherfucker don't want to give me no pussy. I'm fine. Next up, that's up to y'all. Y'all go ahead.
Okay,
I'm just
hold
telling
on.
you
I
how I
think Yolanda
personally
put
feel.
the definition on there. Is that the definition, Yolanda?
What she
That's what
say?
it sounds like.
I don't want nobody to obey. I don't want nobody to yield.
See, there you go. You're gonna take obey out of its context, man. Obey don't just because we just first time we heard it was in the Bible don't mean it's
I'm talking
God
about-
to his peons. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm talking about what-
we didn't obey a lot of motherfuckers. The officer
No,
come up
we
to the
didn't.
car and
Hell
tell you,
no.
give me that motherfucking license.
She
goddamn
said
it.
no,
You gonna
no,
you gonna
no
obey that
brainer.
motherfucker
Now,
in a high second.
now, hold on.
You
Now,
done
with that
obeyed the
said-
teacher. You done obeyed your boss. You hear
Now,
what I'm
hold
saying?
on,
So,
time
look,
out.
let's not go
Now,
crazy.
now with that said,
obey.
hold on.
Hey,
Now, with that said, let me say something,
Okay.
and then
I want to get you.
With
your
that
story,
said-
your storyline.
in the Bible, when they didn't follow the law, statute, and commandments, that would make a motherfucker be cool, calm, collective, live amongst each other. They had the free choice. It wasn't no option to if you didn't want to follow them. These the traps that you're gonna fall in. For example, you want to sleep with multiple women, you're gonna have to take what comes along with that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what comes along
What
with
comes
that?
along with that, LV?
Big problem.
Multiple babies.
Yeah.
The 3, 4. Once you get over
hate you.
once you get over 2 baby mama, 1 baby mama is stressful enough. Once you get 2, 3, you're a dead man. Woman.
All right, so
You
LV,
dead on your
LV,
feet.
can we segue? Because
You dead on your
Listen,
feet.
I want y'all to stay here because we about to switch topics.
Yeah, we gotta switch it up.
I want LV. I want you to segue what happened that you've seen and you wanted to discuss. I want to know about it. And we
Okay.
had a conversation
Okay.
because we're still talking about loud and aggressive
Of
women.
loud and aggressive women. So
Right, Randall, I hear you, but go ahead.
what Rendell say?
He was
That's
just-
my
he was just
guy.
in and off on the-
That's my
he was
guy.
just in and off
All
on
right,
that.
so it was 2 young women, 115, 113. They met up at the Walmart to fight. Right?
Yeah.
The 13-year-old ended up stabbing. Now this is all on Instagram Live.
You can see it.
You can see it.
I'm
live.
definitely watching it right after the show.
The 13-year-old ended up stabbing and killing the 15-year-old.
Wow.
Right? Now, okay, we can understand that kids getting the disagreements, but here go the thing. Guess who brought the 13-year-old to the fight?
Don't tell me some older motherfucker.
Her mom.
Oh my god.
How old was her mom?
I don't know. Fuck, how old you gotta be to know that
It's her mom,
you
it don't
shouldn't
matter.
take a fucking kid
It don't
to a
matter.
fight?
She had,
But
she had to at least be 27, 28.
that's if she had a
If
child
not
at
40.
15.
That
when
one,
he
I'm
said-
giving
when he
I'm
said
saying
she
12
saw
or
that.
13. I'm just giving them the least. of what
And
they
so,
can be.
when you have but is that the strong woman? Is that the woman that don't back down? Is that the same woman who don't rationalize and understand the situation and they only response is aggressiveness,
Well-
is wildness?
That's
Is
what
that
social
the
media
same
did.
woman?
No, but that's what social media did. No, let's say it right. That's what WorldStar did. WorldStar created this
but
image.
You are
WorldStar.
playing once
So
again.
now I know my son is gonna beat up this dude. I want to take him to his house and post it on WorldStar.
Once again, you making up an excuse for someone that did something they had no business doing. This wouldn't be the first time that a woman took a child to a fight. My mom used to tell me, either whoop his ass or I'm going to whoop your ass.
right.
My mom was notorious for
And if you can't whoop his ass, then you pick up something to whoop his ass. My mom stressed this on me. And so,
Was your mom right though?
no, because then when does it stop? Is there,
Yeah, for real.
when does it stop? Is there a stopping point? And so when someone
If
tells
there's
me,
a
So you're not gonna
Is
send
there
your
a
child.
limit?
You're not gonna send your child
hell
to fight
no,
somebody.
Yeah.
hell no,
Hell no.
I'm not even
You
going
be getting
I don't even preach that shit. Pick up something, because where is the stopping point? What if my stopping point once I become 15, 16 is a gun? The same way that 13-year-old young woman
Had a knife.
stopping point was a knife,
Why have a knife?
because she was
Do her mom
coached.
know about it?
She was coached.
So stab
No,
that.
her
stab
mom
that
don't have to
girl
know about it, but she was coached
to be violent,
into
and aggressive.
not to be violent and aggressive, but to you don't take no shorts.
Yeah, let us get some shares and likes, please. Let us get some shares and likes.
don't
Appreciate
take
that,
no
Randall.
shorts.
Appreciate it.
And so, what's the limit for you? You know what I'm saying? What's the
I'm
limit?
going to fight.
Right.
I ain't got no weapons or nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. If I feel like it's even gonna go to that level, then we might as well just go to that level. I ain't even gonna waste my time fighting. Why would I even put myself? That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
like you said, bringing nothing to a knife fight.
But here you have an adult woman that is driving her daughter
Instigating, yeah.
to a fight, not redirecting her. Is that one of them strong women that don't back down?
Right.
Is that one of them women that will say, I'm not going for anything, and they have no sense of understanding? Go ahead.
What I would say is, because this is what Ebony said. Now somebody's child is dead. Look, all I can say is, man, it's a lot of people out here that just don't think things through. And whether that was her mama or not, she obviously didn't think that shit through.
Yeah, I agree.
She obviously just.
But no. My child is like, I'm hurt. My child is I'm the protector. So we can't say that for a parent did not think it through.
She
Because
didn't think
bro,
that shit through. She did not take her.
My
Look,
son
you're not gonna
ain't-
tell
I
me
agree
that
with
she
you.
took
I'm not
her
taking
child
Navy out to go
there
fight.
and thought that somebody was gonna die. You feel what I'm saying?
LB, I'm
Period.
not taking Navion or Aviana to
No,
fight.
that's you. But what I'm
But
saying, look, listen. I understand that. I understand where
okay.
you're coming from.
Yeah.
We all feel like that up here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is why you don't do shit like this, because you might be actually just going think you about to go fight somebody, and they on a whole nother
Their
level.
level.
You're not thinking this shit through. Like anything can happen.
So, now, for example, is that the nature of the woman today to be aggressive?
I ain't gonna
To-
say it
to
is the
woman.
The
Do
you
solid
think it may-
nature, but it's a lot of
You
that
think
going on.
you think it
It's
plays
a
in
lot of that
because
going on.
these
A
women.
lot.
That's the same way. Me as a man, when a woman get aggressive with me, my first reaction is to de-escalate. I'm not gonna win in this. I don't have no win in this situation. I'm gonna end up doing something to a woman that I don't want to do.
Don't have no business,
First of
yes,
all,
yes.
I don't want to get into no back and forth, no argument with no woman. Second of all, and so there's no reason for me to engage in this.
Right.
My first reaction is to laugh.
You laugh
You
it
laugh.
off.
You
laugh.
laugh.
Yeah,
Anytime you do
Right,
laugh, you
right.
laugh.
You know
at
what
the
I'm
situation.
saying?
Right.
My first reaction is to laugh at this shit like you bugging. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem now? What's wrong with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Crack a
But
smile or something, right?
but that comes from understanding. But when you have these women, these wicked women. No, but when you have these women and their first reaction is to no holds bar. I don't back down from no one, man, woman, or child.
That shit is sad.
That aggressiveness and that behavior carries over until they normal life.
You know what's sad is that
They normal life.
As you say that, I watched the Netflix series about the Night Stalker, and so many women was ready to be with this man, marry this man after he's murdered over 14, 15 people, molested over 60 kids, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, where are we at as human beings when a murderer is sexy, right? But listen, what Leland's saying is, I'm gonna speak for Leland in this situation.
Please don't.
I'm gonna speak for
Please
you.
don't. Yes, okay.
When you say you
No,
laugh it
okay,
off,
go ahead.
when you laugh it off, right?
Yeah.
That's when women become more aggressive,
Right.
and that's what's sad in society. Like the nice person, they don't want to fuck with.
I agree, Megan. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I was just saying.
And that's why I was trying to tell you last week not to even jump back there, but this is why I don't like Hollywood. This is why I don't really fuck with entertainment like that. This is why I think all of them are scumbags, because they didn't allow these producers and these priests and these motherfuckers that sit by writing these scripts to write all these scripts up to where everything you watch and motherfuckers murdering and doing all this shit. So when you seeing people being programmed, because that's what it's called, a program, then I can understand that now. Now it's crazy because we shouldn't even be able to understand somebody wanting to love a murderer. You know what I'm saying? The only situation I can think of is when they call it, what they call it, when you fall in love with your captor.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm
Is that
Syndrome.
what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
I said that so fast because I was happy. Y'all
That
finally
nigga,
listen.
Alex Trebek, that motherfucker, Alex Trebek ass nigga, that nigga,
Hey,
Alex Trebek ass
niggas try so hard to they try to be so hard with some
All right, hold on now. We gotta read what Mazetta Love
Pride
said.
goes to Anthony Johnson.
Oh man, that
I'm a
nigga,
little faded. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little
that
faded.
nigga, golly, that nigga Alex Trebek, motherfucker, that motherfucker, Family Feud,
Man, they
that
coming
nigga.
in, man. They
Hold on,
What's up, Kareem?
hold on, we gotta read Mazetta Love.
I'm a little tipsy.
So Mazetta Love said, I just made a statement above where it began.
Yeah.
Women began becoming more masculine by going outside the home to work, especially making other women who stay at home and helping her husband to become rich. So the woman who left out the home masculate her own husband by helping other men get rich.
Man, hold on. Let me unpack that.
Go ahead.
What I will say is this here. Women did not just choose to go outside the home, and men definitely didn't choose to go outside the home. That was a government thing. See, when they start taking the jobs away and start not giving men such the highest paid jobs and start giving higher paying jobs to women, then you have this really crazy equation going on, and the household has to balance it out. When you start giving housing away, basically for free, start giving welfare away, and then tell the woman that she bet not have a man in that household or you're going to lose all these privileges and benefits, then we have to start moving in a certain way. This is why I say that we have to stop blaming each other for everything. We'll take these subjects and go at each other's necks and not know what the front door problem of it. Front door problem of it is the government. And I know a lot of motherfuckers scared to say it, but I ain't scared to say shit. So they actually tore our families apart. They know it, but we don't know it. So we have to stop going at each other's necks and go to the front door of the problem sometime. The government is solely responsible for ripping our families apart. Now, we had to do what we had to do, but let's not just jump into the 2021 and act like this was our choice. We just chose to do this. We didn't choose to do this. Any woman in her right mind wouldn't choose to just run out the household when it was all good and just start working to fuck the household up. Any man in his right mind is just not just ready to leave their family. Now, we might be trained to do that now and run from our problems, but that wasn't how it began in the beginning.
Okay.
I agree with TV.
So, just to touch on that, how I feel is that men rule society, whether we want to accept it or not. They create inflations. It was a point in time to where a motherfucker could work at a packing house and maintain the house.
The maintain the house, yeah.
And one job,
maintain the house.
And the man
5 kids.
The home is being purchased.
2021 ain't happening.
The home is being purchased. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about renting. We talking about buy a home, maintain a home by himself.
Right.
Those times are gone. And so now what happens is that when you still have men, the majority of men that's in charge of these corporations, they natural enemy is another man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They natural enemy. Any man natural enemy is another man. Whether you're friends, you could be long lifetime friends with a motherfucker. You get around some woman and you say something slick, oh, that nigga like, nigga, you must be, and you be like, you know what I'm saying? Right. And so the natural enemy of any man is another man. And so they are hiring women.
The Kate.
They are hiring women, not at the same price, but at a higher clip than they'll hire a man. Right. That same way, if I owned a business and I wanted a personal assistance, you don't stand a chance. Sir.
I hear you, Magic.
You know what I'm saying?
Ready for that, though, Magic. You know what level we be on. Go ahead.
Like if I'm running a business and I needed assistance, no nigga in this world stand a chance. I'm hiring a woman. Period.
But listen, all right. So as you say that, I'm so glad you just segue us into our next topic. Meg said, "Until we black men leading," she said, "Until we black men leading and in positions high before any woman, then we see progress again." Protect husband and wife culture. But I felt like LV segued us into our next topic before we talk about Hank Aaron, because we're going to get that into.
All right. Can I answer that before you say what you're going to say? I want to answer that. Yeah. Because now time, in these days, if a man wants a woman and wants a wife, he gotta be crazy. When you see
you gotta be crazy?
Gotta be crazy, dog. Because we sitting back watching the bullshit that the mans go through, the bullshit that a man go through on a day-to-day basis. And so, why would a man want one wife when he can have multiple women? He can sleep with multiple women. It's a false narrative to think, especially.
I ain't gonna say it's a false narrative. I understand what you're saying I can understand, because we all been there. Like, you looking for the path of least resistance. That's just nature.
That's being by yourself.
I agree with TV.
We've been put into a situation, into an environment where we have to act like that. You see what I'm saying? So
behave like you want a woman.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot that comes with that now. Like, we talking about the traditional family.
Right.
But that's an uphill battle these days because of the outside influences that have been put on us.
I want to switch
topics. No man want no woman, man.
I want to switch topics because...
No, listen, go ahead.
By the way, we are at 25 viewers. The Smartest Dumb People is officially a small business, black-owned small business. I had to get that off.
Like and share.
Make sure y'all like and share. But I wanted to address this, and this is my topic. Like I said, we spoke on LB's topic. We spoke on Meg's topic that came in here, and I want to bring up this topic. So lately, it's been bothering me because I was having a conversation with my father. And TV, you ain't even heard this yet, and I'm telling you, bro.
What's your black?
I'm telling you, you ain't heard it yet, but I can't wait till you hear it. And it's gonna strike a chord with you. So I told LB I want to speak on, like, do black people deserve reparations? Right? I was watching Trevor Noah. Right, and this dope ass dude that's from fucking South Africa. He's like one of the hottest comedians in Comedy Central. He basically took Dave Chappelle's spot, but he's talking about politics and shit like that, right? And he was talking about how black people need reparations because we're so far behind and nobody will understand that, right? And I want to say this. I just watched the NFL. They hired there were 7 job openings in TV. Like
I see you in the building.
And TV, I felt like this would strike a chord with you. There were 7 open NFL jobs in the NFL. They hired 6 white men, 1 mixed dude, and no black hires. We have Tabo.
The mixed dude ain't black.
Well, that's neither here nor there. That's LB's opinion.
He a mulatto.
I just asked the question. I don't know.
Well, like you said,
man.
if his dad is black, he's black. So
y'all going with the one drop rule.
Hey man,
but TV, I wanted to talk about this because they call it the Rooney Rule. Like they're supposed to give these black coaches at least an interview or opportunity to be hired.
Begging.
And begging, as you call it. But the problem that I have with society...
No, not really. Not after Obama.
Yeah.
Obama, as soon as Obama came in, affirmative action went.
Yeah, like we gave you a present.
I thought affirmative action get kicked
I thought the affirmative action went out in 87, but
no, that
still
went
the
out,
same thing.
That went out in 2007.
Well, let's speak on affirmative action. So
it may be that.
And
I know it did in Nebraska because I voted. That's the only year I ever voted.
Okay.
And this is for all our friends. I don't mean black people need reparations.
Yes, we do.
Just because, but listen, I'm not saying it just because I'm black. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it just because I'm black. I'm saying it because we're so far behind. Like we need a push.
Man, look,
and we can't even get coaches.
When we talk about reparations, people need to stop just looking at the fact that black people haven't got reparations and look in the books and see who have got reparations. The Jews got reparations. There's a lot of people that got reparations. So why shouldn't we get it? Right. But let me tell you what our reparations should be. Because we just looking for a check.
Which ain't going to do shit.
Give our land back. Give our inventions back. Give our masters back.
To our music.
That right there is shit, quadrillions of dollars right there. Our people just looking for a $50,000 check or something else. We gotta think bigger, man. Look, this is straight out of Umar Johnson's mouth. Man, give our inventions back, like the stoplight, the air conditioner,
the pacemaker.
Yeah, man. It's
the
so
cotton ginger, the cotton machine.
Yeah. All right, so and then I want to speak on, and I want everybody to stand here. Make sure y'all like and share. I didn't get a chance to say nothing. We're not done, bro. The conversation just started. We're good. We're not closing out at 1 hour. We're not closing out at 1 hour.
Okay.
But I want to say this. So I have a father, right? My father owns his own home. My father has a great job. My father's been working his whole life. And this is where the conversation was sparked from.
Right.
So I asked him, my father and my uncle been working for 30 years. They work for First Data. And I said, Dad, how many people above you are African American? And he said to me, none that I can think of. What about you, Rose? and then you know what they said? We don't deserve reparations. So I'm calling my dad and them out because I have to speak on it. They said, we don't deserve reparations. So I sat there all Sunday arguing with my dad and them. And I said, you know what reparations is to white culture or even another culture? These white men that's in these positions, they had these positions day one. Like they were guaranteed those positions. And y'all are okay with working for a company for 30 years and not being... My father is the hardest working man I know. He should be owning First Data.
James Brown? He work harder than James Brown?
Yeah. He should be owning First Data right now. But him being taught and bred in a certain way, he don't even understand his worth in the company. You know why? Because the company will replace him with somebody that makes $15 an hour and move on. And I'm like, Pop, you have to understand what generational wealth is. All generational wealth is reparations. You're looking at it like, listen what your grandma did. Your great-great-great-great-grandma did. She literally built this country, and you're trying to convince me you don't deserve reparations. But these same these same people that are in positions, their great-great-great-great-grandpa was your grandmother's slave owner. And they have these positions. And they have people that look like them that's next in line to take those positions.
Nobody said Jacob. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Nobody wants to understand what generational wealth is. And I feel like, if I'm being honest with you, our culture is lacking it the most.
And I'm hearing a lot of people in there saying that we built it all. You damn real we built it
We
all
built it
because
all.
this is our country. So, I mean, I'm just stating this. We ain't come from nowhere, man. There might be a couple black folks that might have came from over.
How many ships you think it
in
would have
Africa.
took to bring
Man,
100 million
nobody
niggas
wanna hear
over
that
here?
bullshit. I don't even want to get into
How
the
many
math
ships?
of
I'm just asking.
Let's
that
keep it
So,
serious for a
crazy-
so hold on, time out.
We
It
was
take-
already here. This
it
is our
take-
country.
We gotta
got
sell
all
slavery
that,
is
all
real.
that.
It take 30 days to go from Africa to here. They saying that they shipped 100 million niggas
AJ
here.
McBride, what up?
No,
How many niggas
but
do
can
you
you
think
surface it?
that
Can you surface it and talk
it
about?
would have took?
Do black
No,
people
well,
deserve
hold on,
reparations?
time
I
out.
like your
Well,
point
hold on,
on
time
It's
out.
impossible.
I
Hold on, time
like
out.
your point on
It's
reparations.
impossible.
It's impossible.
Do black people deserve
But-
reparations,
But
LP? Watch his
here,
opinion.
hold on, time out. Here go my opinion. First of all, niggas always act like niggas always want something without putting no work in.
But our great great grandpas did, just
listen,
like the great great
niggas
grandpas.
always want something without putting no
Don't be
fucking
lost.
work in. That's my first opinion. And so, do we deserve reparations? Yes. When we get the reparations, we don't have no resources. Let me finish,
We're
sir.
gonna give that money right back. Go ahead.
We're gonna give the money right, back.
to these motherfuckers.
And so
Yes.
it's no different than the SBA loan. It's no different than the PPP loan. It's no
Stimulus,
different than
none of that.
all of this shit that y'all getting.
Y'all give it
Y'all
right
turn around. Listen, they gave.
Dollar don't even
Hold on.
circulate one day.
Listen,
in
they
our community. You
gave.
hear me?
They
Shit
gave.
right to the mall.
They
Right.
gave when this shit first popped off. They gave individuals $16,000 in 90 days. In 4 months, they gave individuals $16,000,
Right.
and these same individuals is still sitting around
Right.
talking about
Looking for the next stimulus.
they need another stimulus. Give me 16. Give me.
Big
Give
facts.
me $16,000 in
Big.
4 months. Give me
Big.
$16,000.
Stop it.
Hold on,
Big facts.
I'm telling
You
you.
talking to a
Hold on,
man.
time out.
Listen, you talking to a
Give
man
me-
that got 16,000 in 4 months.
Okay, give me $16,000
You should have
in
to
4
win.
months.
You know what I did?
That's
You know what I did?
It don't
Give.
matter
Hold
what
on,
you
time
did.
out.
It don't
Hold
matter what
on,
you did.
hold on, time
Don't
out.
matter
That's
what
that's
you
what
did.
you
He's not
did.
saying that with everybody. What he's saying is.
Give me $16,000.
Yeah, no, he know. I got
I'm not. I'm shit.
He trying to be on.
I know. Hold on. Time out. I was in a home with an individual
Dude,
that got
hey.
12,000. Hold on. Time out. Hold on. Time out. I was in a home with an individual
Right.
that got 12,000.
Right.
And you know what the fuck she did? Blew every fucking dime of it. And then when I'm sitting there asking this woman, what the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is going on?
$12,000 in 3 months is a lot of money.
Fuck yeah!
It's
Nigga, you can
enough
put
to
that.
invest in
You can put that down on a home. You can
Especially
put.
in a-
You
in
can
an era of
put. You can
inflation.
put 5,000. All you need is 3 to 10% to get a home. But back to what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you
When you say
Back
that,
to
you
what
gotta
I'm
explain.
saying.
He's talking about unemployment. A lot
Back
of
to
people
what
don't
I'm
understand
saying.
that. A lot
Back
of
to
people
what
on
they know what
unemployment
I'm saying. They know what I'm saying.
But I want-
But back to what I'm saying.
Okay, back to what you said.
Give niggas reparations.
Spilled over here, bro. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
That's that vodka. That vodka.
What's that?
Spilt
No,
vodka.
it's water.
So
No, it's the.
On the
give.
back of my phone. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's water. My bad. Yeah, yeah.
You spit water?
Give individual. Yeah, I spilled some water right there. My bad. Give individuals some reparations. We don't have no infrastructures. We don't own no hospitals. We don't own no schools. We don't own anything. Now the other nations, the Jewish people, which was
Granted.
granted to shit in Germany, they got somewhere to send that money to. They got somewhere to spend that money.
Right.
The Japanese people that went through the Hiroshima shit in the United States say, well, yeah, that was fucked up. We shouldn't have did that. We gonna give y'all this amount of money.
And this much land, like they've been giving.
They own their land.
TV said it. I want to say that too. A lot of people think because they own their home, they own their home. And this was sick. You could buy a $200,000 home, and this is just from us chopping it up, and I'm learning from my guys. But you can own a $200,000 home, and like I said, my people own their homes and only owe like $1,500 per year. And if you don't pay that $1,500, your home is gone.
So again, you can't even say you can own anything. Look,
my old lady.
And I know people. I had this conversation all the time, and people getting their feelings. Look,
we trying to teach our youth.
Nobody own their home. United States citizens. That's what's wrong with this democracy, this 14th Amendment democracy that y'all love so much. You're a United States citizen. You're looked at as a piece of property. Black people are looked at as more of a piece of property than anybody else. But United States citizens cannot own anything but the clothes that you buy from the store.
My old lady.
That's it. If you don't pay them property taxes, they is taking your shit. If you're gonna have to pay them property taxes for the rest of your life. That means you do not own your home.
My old lady, and lost a home that her mom purchased and gave to him when she passed. They couldn't pay the back taxes on that. You know what I'm saying? And so, but they was young.
Why did they get the money that
they was young? Hold on, they was young. You know what I'm saying? They was 20 when the shit went on. You know what I'm saying? And so
speak, Javon. She's speaking.
What Momo say? That's my sister.
Talking about that Article 3, Section 2 there.
My sister just
Resolution 192.
My sister just bought a house.
Yeah.
Shouts out my sister just bought a home. They just bought their home. Javonda Momo, that's who that is. That's my sister. They just bought.
That's your sister.
No, that's
Eugene.
Eugene, but that's my sister.
I love Eugene. Good dude.
That's my sister.
Okay.
I knew Momo before she met Gene a little bit, tiny bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Here, there.
Shout out to y'all. I did see that post. You shared it, or Gene posted it, and I seen you in the comments.
Oh yeah.
You should have tapped. You should have shared that and said tap in.
I should have.
Yeah, you should have shared.
But that's something personal.
Yeah.
And in a moment, you know what I'm saying, and I let them know that I'm proud of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know on the show.
I was definitely happy.
I'm proud of y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying?
She said she love you too.
That's
definitely facts.
That's definitely the shit.
Chattel property is right in the wording of everything. Chattel.
So
it means cattle.
So how do we get to a place to where we can profit and get gain?
Okay.
I really want to know.
First of all, like I said, you have to claim who you really are, man. We Americans, man. We Americans. I ain't even going to say the other names because people start getting crazy. You're American, you indigenous. Get out all these brand names, number one. Number two is to put your thing into a trust. This is why you see what these other nationalities or ethnicity. I ain't going to say race. It's only one race. It's the human race. Other ethnicities,
Tribes.
Especially Caucasian people, because that's what we mostly think when we think about other people. We ain't paying attention to nobody else, but Caucasians put their wealth and assets into trust, and that's what allows them to have generational wealth. We think they got generational wealth because they just hiding the money from us. No. What they didn't teach us was how to put things into a trust. When you put things into a trust and into a private trust, make sure you're in that status to have a private trust, then you can pass that down to your children without the government having any say-so on it. No taxes, no none of that. No lawyer coming in to be a barrister and represent your people in this will. See, we'll leave wills, but they're public wills. So now you got to have a lawyer come in and arbitrate. Arbitrate. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to put it into a private trust, have your trustees together to where you ain't got these barristers from the British Accredited Registry, the Bar Association, coming in, stealing your money.
I don't think a lot of people. And so now, just to touch on this a little bit, and not to go, I'm gonna keep it surface level. When y'all watching the show and TV is saying this shit, he is researching shit that we don't research. He knows shit as far as when you call yourself a black person instead of who you originally would be. You put yourself under statutes and codes that you don't fall up
Well, no,
under.
that's all we know, though. Like,
No,
and
it
well,
don't matter if that's
but
what you know,
ignorance-
'cause if you're
hold on,
playing basketball and you keep traveling, goddamn it, they're gonna keep calling you for traveling. So you just
You
gonna
know,
keep traveling.
so
these terms that he's talking
ignorance.
about, let me just say this: these
Go
terms
ahead.
that he's talking about, they own these terms when it comes to law.
so what if
So-
I put
When I say
Down
black
on
and white is
indigenous.
a status of a legalese language that they use in law, which governs us all, then they own that term. And if we want to run around and just say, okay, I'm black, and just because that's what I know, they. I just said, Travis,
Bring your black
every
ass
time
in
you
here,
go to work,
nigga. Look.
They hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
so you know basketball. That's what relates to basketball. You've been traveling your whole life. Like,
So tell me this.
you
So tell me this.
And you know you love
So tell
basketball.
me this.
Right.
On the ID, you put
What's up, Montoya?
What do you put? Not you, because you already said you would put white or some shit.
I'm a Moor.
All right, but on the
But
ID,
at the end of the day,
what is the average
American.
African
You know how they say
American?
other? Why do you think they put other? Because they call you other?
So
Because there's other terms that they don't want to put on there that they
Even-
know that you can choose from, but they want you to know that knowledge.
Even
you know,
that
somebody said
ID.
to me, we need to do a study on that TV, and what we need to do is, and this will just be between the smartest dumb people and TV himself, we need to do a study on it and have a videographer come through, and we record us randomly calling the police. We see a black man and see what laws we have. We need to do this.
Well,
study.
but
I mean,
now
we
here
have
go
to
the thing.
understand that civics
Even
was taken away
applying,
from us, so
even
I think
applying for a driver license,
we just need facts behind
even
everything.
applying for a driver license is meaning that you are going up under a signature to say that you need this driver license to operate a
signed a
vehicle.
contract.
But the Constitution tell you that people are able to drive commercial vehicles for commerce.
Now you have to get into the terms. That's what driving means. Driving means to operate a vehicle on the highways and the byways in a commercial capacity.
Right.
So if I'm operating in a commercial capacity, that means that I'm like the UPS man or the FedEx, to where I'm working for this company and I'm actually transferring goods from place
I'm
to
accident
place.
free.
That's not what I'm doing when I'm in my car.
Right.
When I'm in my car and I'm just going to my grandma's house, that's called traveling. I'm not in a commercial capacity. That's in my private capacity. And we don't know the difference. So when you actually sign that DMV contract, then you're agreeing that you're always transferring goods in
Right.
a commercial capacity. But guess what the goods are? You. Because you're a 14th Amendment
Right.
citizen piece of
You're a
property.
nigga.
It's definitely time. We went
Yeah,
15
we went.
minutes over.
Yeah, we went good.
Shout out to everybody in
Everybody.
this
Like
show.
and share. We
Like and
appreciate y'all.
share. This show will be on YouTube. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to our YouTube.
Hey, man, make
follow
sure-
our Instagram
Man.
at the smartest
Oh,
dog.
hold on. Before we stop.
Tori's health tip. He want to give us health tip. Let's switch it over real quick.
We're going
Let's
to go
switch it over.
live with the health
With the
tip.
health tip tonight, we're going to talk about the 6 types of sugars that are out there. You have glucose, which is blood sugar or sugar produced from the food you eat, like bread, fruits, veggies, dairy. You also have fructose, which is a fruit sugar solely. You have sucrose, which is a table sugar created from eating candy, cookies, cakes, sweets, etc. Or high fructose corn syrup, which is a sweetener made from cornstarch. Them is the 2 worst sugars: sucrose and high fructose. You also have lactose, which is created from consuming dairy, and then you have the best one out there, which is galactose, of which is produced from eating dates, figs, grapes, and grape juice, and a few other sources. Now, why am I saying this? By limiting the bad sugars and getting the required amount of good sugars, one will decrease their chances of getting diabetes and reverse diabetes, and provide the body with the maximum energy potential needed so that you can perform your daily functions. I love y'all, man.
That is TV,
be safe.
Mr. Shabazz himself,
Health
health tips.
Hey, man,
Make sure y'all.
Hey, man, we love. Go ahead.
Go ahead. So
Go ahead. No, go
I'm
ahead.
I'm a final statement.
Hey, man, listen. make sure y'all go. We trying to listen. Y'all got to go to the YouTube. You got to go to the YouTube. You know what I'm
and what's our
saying?
Instagram? Our Instagram.
I have no
At
idea.
the smartest dumb people 23.
I didn't even know that even existed.
23. Let's
I didn't even know it
Dumb
existed.
people.
Hey, man,
Make
we-
sure y'all
Oh,
check us
man.
out. This is the smartest dumb
Come
people.
on,
We had a
man.
great show. Mr. Shabazz himself.
Hey man, love y'all.
Be the great.
Hey Ebony, we ain't forgot about you.
Ebony,
Did you
wait
make
for
the shirt?
Ebony. Before we leave, Ebony, we have not forgot about you. The problem is it was snow, inclement
Preferably the
weather.
purple grape. Kareem,
Yes.
the purple grape. Preferably.
Is people asking you questions real quick, Mr. Shabazz?
Yeah, he was just asking about the grapes.
Okay. Yes. YouTube. We're on YouTube, man. Make sure you check us out. We at the smartest dumb people on YouTube. Check us out. I call her Meg. Her real name is Meg. All right. Make sure y'all tap in next week. We'll see y'all. Smartest dumb people. Y'all have a great night.
Hey man, love y'all, man. Be easy.